Hey, this is Sean here again from Deshaun's Barbecue, and we have here a nice sized brisket. I believe this one was about 16 pounds. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing all trimmed up, and I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this long boring, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. So now we're just getting this here trimmed up, taking off all this fat, and it's gonna take me some time to get through this because I want to make sure that I get rid of all this silver skin and all the fat, and get this thing to where we're not chewing on gristle and silver skin, and just getting through here nice. I always plan on just going through real fast because it's not no tournament brisket, it's just for home backyard barbecue, but I wind up getting a little manic on it sometimes, so I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that. So got this here on fast speed for you, and just getting this thing trimmed up really well, getting that fat cap, try to get that off. I try to get that down to about 1/4 inch fat. Sometimes you'll dip into the meat and stuff, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just needs to taste good. So yeah, I'm gonna cook this fat side up on the Lone Star grill, and just working around this here is sometimes a little, I get a little manic on these, but we're gonna get where we need to be. Getting off that thick fat around there on the point, making sure. I'm going back over this here again. And that's pretty much it right there. Now I'm going to get my Worcestershire sauce and go ahead and get that. Use that as my binder. And I don't know why I do this. I'm going to go ahead with the salt, the kosher salt. I take a light coat across of the kosher salt, and then I go with my rub that has kosher salt in it. Don't ask me why I do it. I don't know why I do it, but normally, well, actually I do it for a reason. Normally I'll do it prior to, and I'll just do the kosher salt, and I'll let it sit there for about 15-20 minutes, and then it seems like it makes it sweat a little bit. Then you don't need that much of a binder, but even still, even when I'm gonna go directly into the rub process, I still do that little light coat of my kosher salt first. Just a habit. I don't even know why I do it. I just do it. One of those things. And I'm gonna tell you guys, this video is not a Spike Lee joint. For y'all that are familiar with Spike Lee, I have bad lighting. I have camera shot that is not so desirable. I was on this is my Lone Star grill, and I just couldn't wait to get my first brisket done on this grill. So I had no patience. I didn't set up perfect lighting or anything. I just wanted to get this thing recorded and get this meat on the grill. My first brisket on my Lone Star grill. I'm loving this thing so far. I had one cook on it, I believe, before I did this brisket. I'm doing this voiceover a month or so after I had actually recorded it. So I have learned a lot more tricks and tips on my Lone Star grill that you guys will see me doing since I have. So a lot of the corrections I'm probably gonna get through the comments are probably gonna be already addressed, and things that I've figured out, because it's just like my second cook on the grill. And I got this thing up to temp. I was shooting for 225, and we're gonna go ahead and get this on the grill. Set it right there at the top so I can get that good smoke, get my probes in. And like I said, the shots and the camera and the lighting, I don't even know if I even should have made a video of this, but it is my first brisket. It's kind of monumental to me, but I didn't have any patience to try to make this a recording. I was just recording it. So here we are. And now it looks like on my tell true, it looks like my ambient is at 250 and my flat is at 135. My point is at 97. That's about right for a brisket. The point, it takes some time to get up in temp. That's why I got the point closer to the hot side, what I thought would be the hot side of the Lone Star Grill. Like I said, still figuring this thing out. And my true tells, we're at 225 there, and that's 225. Perfect. And right here it's saying only 175. We're gonna find out why. And right here we're at 250. So, and this is my tuning plates weren't totally set yet, and I do got those in place. But if you notice, see that little poking of a hole right there inside the meat? That's why my top tell true tell temp gauge was not reading true, because it was poking into that cold meat. So what I'm gonna do is I had to move the meat over to the side. So I'm moving that meat over to the side, so that way that temperature gauge, that true tell temp gauge, is not poking into the meat and giving a false reading, because I know I had around 225, 250 ish going across. So I'm going over here, checking on my wood, making sure, and it looks like we need another log. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw one over there. I got one over there already drying out, so it should take no time to light up, and these things are ready to go when you do it that way. And I love that basket off to the side. It allows me to do that in the fire, not get over to the other side, getting those logs before I want them to be lit. So yeah, see how fast that lit up? That's because it set it over there and it dried out pretty well. It dried out excellently, actually. That's a big log to light up that fast. And there we go. Waiting for that bark to get set. It's looking good thus far. And I got some ribs over here. Those are already, I got the rub on them. Looks like it's about 9 racks. Yeah, 9 racks of ribs. Gonna throw those on along with the brisket. Yes, we're gonna get the ribs over here and try to make them fit all on this side without having to use the vertical. Already kind of measured it out, and it looks like they're all gonna fit. So I hadn't put anything on the vertical yet. That will be on my next cook, or the cook after next. But for right now, we're gonna try to get everything over here on this side. And we're not gonna discuss the ribs too much, because this video is not about the ribs. This video is about the Lone Star Grill, me cooking my first brisket. I couldn't wait to throw a brisket on here, and that's why I didn't have a nice camera set up. I didn't have the microphones all set up and everything. The lighting looks, you know, it is what it is. I was just wanting to get my first brisket on, as well as record it, and here we are. And now that the ribs are on and looks like everything is going fine, gonna go ahead and check these out. And it looks like my brisket is probed to about where I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the brisket off and get it wrapped and get it back on the grill. I'm not gonna record me putting this in the foil or getting it wrapped in the foil. You guys probably don't want to or need to see that. You know, you've seen a brisket wrap before. I do a little something while I wrap them, but when I do wrap my briskets, but you know, it's nothing that you guys want to see. So we're gonna go ahead, open this up, get this brisket back on the grill, and finish this process here. And like I said, we're not going to talk too much about the ribs because this video is not about the ribs. This video is about me cooking my first brisket on my Lone Star grill. And we got that brisket back up there, so let's go ahead and get the probes back in and we'll finish this thing off. Make sure we get it in a good spot. And I want to use this extra time right here. If you guys can please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. This is a new channel and I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can. Trying to get my subscribers up, so if you guys can like, share, subscribe, that would be awesome. Or if you just do one of the three, I would even be satisfied with that. But if you can at least do that for me, that would be great. Looks like my temps are right, and we're gonna go ahead and close this thing up. The ribs have been taken off and we wrapped them up, and that's a whole nother process. You guys seen ribs wrapped before. I do a little something to ribs too before I wrap them, but we'll talk about that probably in a later video, but not right now. So we're gonna go ahead and get these on here, and it's cold outside because I know you guys see that smoke coming from my breathing, and it's well worth it because that grill is keeping me warm at the same time. So didn't even need a jacket or anything. Get these back on here, and this fit really well. 16-pound brisket and 9 racks of ribs just in this part of the grill. Haven't even touched the vertical yet, so this beast can hold a lot of meat, and I look forward to just doing a really big cook. Haven't done nothing extremely big, kind of sort of big, but man, it is awesome working on this thing. And I got more videos coming that I'll be making. You know, I've been using a griddle, I've been doing things in the firebox, so this thing is so versatile. You're not just stuck with just smoking. You know, you can grill. You have the griddle on the side. You know, cooking in a firebox, all that. It just does everything. And I'm just playing around with it and getting used to it and working with the temps and my fires and everything. So it's awesome. I love that I got this, and I have no regrets. And now we're here at the brisket, cutting that up. See what we have here. That's a nice bark there. Y'all see that bark? It's a really nice bark. Oh, nice smoke ring, and the juice is just running out. Can't really see it from right here. Probably should have got some better camera work, or decided what we were gonna go in looking at, but that's things we're gonna work on in the future. Right now, I was just really trying to get this thing recorded and was happy with anything. So this won't be the last one that I will make. And look at that. We're gonna do a little bend test. That's kind of thick for a bend test. I cut that a little thick. I was just in a rush. But we'll get one that's a little thinner. But that's a nice smoke ring. That's really juicy. Look at that. Somebody will love to tear into that right there, I bet. And it was really good. You guys, I guess you just have to take my word for it, but it was delicious. I didn't do the eating in front of you guys type of deal, but look at the bend test on the slice that's cut at the size that it should be. The bend test, everything looks nice. But the real test is when you get to that flat, because the flat will tell on you. Sometimes you'll get that point really nice and juicy, and then you get to that flat and it's dried out. So it's kind of hard to get a balance in between the two. When you get that point really nice and juicy, and you also have your flat at a good temp, and it's not breaking and grilling apart. So there you go. Look at that bend test. Perfect. Look at how that bent right there. Still juicy. It's not breaking up. Got a nice smoke ring. So, ooh, all the way around. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.